Well, hello my lovelies. Right, so part 2 of my one sheet wonder, and I will be chopping it up. So first of all, I'm just going to put that back in there because I just found a random stamp floating around. I am Wendy from Woo's Creations, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator living in Wales in the UK. I love stamping as it has helped me loads with my mental health and keeping me busy while we've been in lockdown, and also keeping me busy still to try and slow down slightly. So anyway, so I've stamped this on another video. I will put the link in the video below, and then I will link in the other video to this video so that you can watch the two parts. So I'm going to chop it up. I have decided that I am going to chop it into 6. So before I chop it, I am going to decide which half I am going to chop. So actually, I'm doing that, and I don't need the arm open because I need it to 6 inches, which will mark the middle, like so. Then I am going to cut it. So I'm going to take, so that works out to, right, we're going to cut it. So that way is 6 inches, isn't it? Yeah. So that's 15. So I only need it, my brain is not working, to 14. And then I'm going to keep the strips because I like to do scrappy cards. And then this way then I'm going to cut at 10. And then this one I'm going to turn it round because I quite like this edge. So keep the little bit that's trimmed off. So I'm literally cutting them down to 10 by 14 because that will be the size of my card. The card will be 10.5 by 14.5. So again, I'm trying to, so I want that one at 10, but I want it to 14. So keeping the pieces I'm cutting off. So I'm literally cutting each piece differently because it depends on which part of the design I want to keep. Like, I love the fact this has got a space on this side, so I'm going to trim off this end. So that's going to be 14, or do I cut off that end? I think I do. See what I mean? You have to make decisions as you're trimming because it depends a lot on what you're going to do with the card. So this needs to be 10 by 14. So I am going to chop the other end off because I quite like the gap. And like I said, all these pieces I've just trimmed off, I'm going to put into my scrap pot over here. So then we have, so you're making 6 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards from one sheet wonder. Now I'm going to pick some cardstock, and I know that we are going to use, sorry, I just hit the camera, soft succulent, and we're going to use, I think I've got, no, I haven't got evening evergreen on there, have I? No. So what other colours have I got? That's not, that feels very thin. That's not a Stampin' Up card. Definitely not. So I do have a pumpkin pie. Nope, real red is not going to work. What else have I got? Cinnamon cider, maybe? I didn't stamp cinnamon cider, but I do sometimes feel like the colours, they just seem to blend together quite nicely, so I'm going to go with that. So we're going to go with those colours. I would have gone Rich Razzleberry, but to be honest, it's the first colour I always seem to run out of, because Rich Razzleberry and Blackberry Bliss are two of my favourite colours. So let's make some card bases. So measure to 10.5, cut her out of the way and score. Turn it around and then cut it off at 14.5, and then do the same again, because we will have a little tiny bit of wastage, because I am Wendy and I don't like random digits. So 10.5 and score, turn it around and cut at 14.5, and then do it again, 14.5. And then this is 10.5, score. I'm not sure this is the right card, but we're going to go with it. I'm pretty sure it's pumpkin pie. Oh no, that's scoring when we need to cut. So 14.5, trim off the end. Okay, so that's that done. So we have 3 different colours. So when you're looking at these, you will see that some colours will pop better on some than others. Like that one pops on there because it does have quite a bit of yellow in it, whereas that one seems to, maybe that one will pop on there, that will pop on that one, and then we'll have that on that one. So let's move those out of the way, and then we will take these and fold and, oh, there's my bone folder, and burn it. So that will go onto there. Fold and burnish. That will go on there. Seems to be a bit of a crease in the edge of that one. So then, whilst you're, you know, while we're looking, I will get some ribbon. And we can put a piece of ribbon going that way, I think. So I want my tear and tape, and I'm going to take a little piece off. And what I like to do is roughly where I want to put it, I will stick that across there and take the top layer off. Oh, doesn't want to play the game. There we go. And then get the end of my ribbon and stick it on. And then when I turn it over, it is roughly where I wanted it, by the way. That wasn't just a random sticky. And then I will cut it off to the length I want. Move that out of the way. And then while it's still there, I'll get another piece of tear and tape and put it across there. And then when I turn it over and fold it, I'll be able to make it straight. So I turn it over, eyeball it to get it straight, because I'm pretty good at eyeballing. There we go, and that's nice and straight. So I can now go ahead and glue that on there, because nothing else is going to be needing to be round the back of there. So I'm just going to use glue because it's easier and quicker. Put a bit of glue on the ribbon as well. Help to hold it in place. So I'm trying to decide which way up. It's that way up, isn't it? So find the middle, like so. Then you can do a bow if you want, or you can just tie it like that and then trim the ends. Like so. I'm just going to grab my box of goodies, because this box has a multitude of things in it. We have butterflies, we have dragonflies, we have vellum, all sorts, lots and lots. But mostly it has some sentiments that are already stamped. So you could put that there and then put a butterfly on like that. That would look quite cool. And then I'm going to do this one without ribbon. So I'm going to try and show you, because a lot of the time we kind of get stuck doing like ribbon, sentiment, embellishments. So I'm going to challenge myself to make them all just that little bit different. So I am going to put a butterfly on there because I really like this. It's like a coppery gold on there. Just give the wings a bit of a... Oh, losing my sentiment because I thought I'd glued it down. I haven't even done that yet. So there we go. And then I'm going to put some dimensionales on here. So this is from the Many Messages stamp set and dies, and it says be brave, be strong, be brave, you've got this. So if you know someone going through a hard time at the moment, that is the perfect sentiment for them. So there is card number 1. So for card number 2, we shall go for maybe just a very simple card, because if you've got, you know, if you know somebody going through a hard time, or if there's been a death, or, you know, you need to write a sympathy card, thinking of you with sympathy and prayers. And I love that little saying, that sentiment. Okay, so that will pretty much be all I put on that one, besides maybe a couple of gems. So I am going to put it on with some dimensionals, but I think these ones might be a bit thick. Let's have a look. Oh, they're just the right size, as long as you get them round the right way. There we go. So these would make, I think these would make, you know, I don't see why you couldn't give one of these cards to a man for his birthday, you know, manly. So that's that one. So I'm going to grab these gems, because I like the bling, really bling gems, but I think these ones have got a bit more, a softer look. And I think when you're doing a sympathy card, a softer look is what you're going for. So I'm going to go with this one, if I can pick it up. So I'm going to put one on each end of here. I think I need to renew my sticky on the end of my pick tool. And then I'm going to put a couple, I'm going to use 2 different ones there, and then quite a dark one over there. Don't like it there, just decided. Don't like it there. And it's left its sticky behind. Okay, so I'm going to put it up here, if it will get off my finger. And now I've just lost it, so I'm just going to get another one. There we go. And there you go, and that's a nice sympathy card, just a plain and simple. You don't want a too fussy card for a sympathy card. So then we're going to get the next 2. So there's these, and then we're going to fold and burnish these. And I mean, this process, I know this might be a bit of a longer video, you can skip most of it if you want to. But I just want to show the process of just deciding, you know, I haven't premeditated what I'm going to put on these. I've just decided that I'd do the video so that you can see my thought process when I'm making cards. And if I'm making a lot of cards in one go, usually it's just thank you cards I have to make quite a number of at the same time. So this one kind of doesn't have a right or wrong way to go, to be honest, because it's one of the side pieces. So obviously no ribbon on this one because I've just I've just stuck it down. I'll put ribbon on the other one. Okay, so I'm just going to find some sentiment maybe, or even just a shape that we can stamp on. So let's have a look. I think we need a happy birthday on this one. So I do have more butterflies. So I do have a vellum butterfly, or I do have a yellow. That looks quite nice as well, but that's rather large. Nope, that's the same butterfly. I even have it's like a rainbow underneath there with white embossed. Okay, so I have a little tiny copper butterfly, and then we could add, if I can even find them. What's that one? Oh, this one's already, nope, see look, this one's on very vanilla, and that's white cardstock, so that won't work, but I quite like that actually. So maybe what we could do is find a white base. What's that one say? Wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. I'm happy to celebrate these moments with you. See, now that I've used as part of a birthday card, but I'm not entirely sure whether that actually suits it. Oh, I quite like this one. Just a card to say hello. And what you could do is put that onto, I can never find, do you know, I know I've got things and then I look for them and I can't find them. No, I'm going to do that because the hearts aren't even current, are they? What's that one? So happy to hear your exciting news. Congratulations. Well, that's got to be said, doesn't it? There we go. So we're going to put a little butterfly there. That's going to go there. But what I could do is, now this is stepping out of my comfort zone slightly, because I always worry it won't work, but you never know. I saw it on a card and I thought it was pretty stunning, to be honest. So this is that long. That's what it is. So it's that long. So what you do, move that out of the way because we don't need that. Place this on as straight as you can, like so. Then we're going to take this off. So make sure the ends are stuck down, and make sure you can see where it is. And then I'm going to trim the very end of this one because it will be the first one, so I want it to be tidy. And then what you do is you place it. So where's my sentiment? I just need to know how deep it is. So that's going to go like that, and then it's going to fold over like that. All the way along. So what you do is you just fold it over and stick it onto the tear and tape all the way along your sticky, trying to make sure that they're roughly the same size on top and bottom. How much more sticky? Just a bit more, just a bit more, like so. Oh, and I quite like that that's ended on the downward part. So then you can stroke it a bit and it will make the ribbon sit a little bit flatter. And then you put tear and tape. Oh dear, it's stuck on me boxes. You place tear and tape on top of the sentiment that you want to stick down. Take the lid off, Wendy, it might help. So scared of stabbing myself, I put the lid back on and then I didn't remember that I'd done it. So then you put that on there like that. Then we're going to glue this beautiful copper butterfly on once I've shaped his wings, because this copper paper seems to curl up. So I don't want to hide too much of the pattern, but you get the idea of the little ruffles. They're so cute. So that, oh no, needs a bit of bling. Little bit of bling, I hear you say. So I'm literally going to run out of these because they are so amazing that I have not got many left. So I'm going to fill this space a little bit. And this is why I haven't got many left, because I can't help myself than to just be sticking them everywhere. So then we're going to stick one there, one there. So this will definitely be on my next order. Some new stickies, new gems, because we're running out again, which I say probably on every video. So there we go. There's card number 3. So number 4 is going to be this way round, I think. So we're going to put ribbon on this one. We're going to put it sort of in the middle. So again, we're going to take a little bit of tear and tape. And because I've lost my place, I'm going to do it again. In the middle. Or should we go down a little bit? We'll go down a little bit, I think. So I'm going to put my tear and tape on the back, take the sticky cover off, and then put it on, get it as straight as I can, like that, and trim it off, and then get another piece of tear and tape, and stick it on. So this time I'm going to make an actual bow to stick on this one, because I can make bows, and I do generally make bows, but like I said, I'm trying to show you all the things that you could be putting on there. So then you just fold like you're going to make a normal bow. Try not to twist the ribbon and things as I go, and it always seems to, see, look, it doesn't want to work now. There we go, I got it. Oh no, I've lost the other end. Hang on, try again, guys. So twist the end like so, round, trying not to twist the ribbon. I think I spend too long trying not to twist the ribbon, that I end up not so much with the ribbon twisted, but with the, okay, so that end. I'll get there in a minute, I promise. Right, so I need to make this side smaller. And this tail is having a moment. So then that will go there. So I'm just going to pull this tail, because for some reason this tail is having a bit of a I want to stick up in the air moment. So I'm going to use a glue dot now. I will warn you, my glue dots, so actually I could do it with a little bit of tear and tape. So what you can do is get a piece of tear and tape, place it on your ribbon, pull, if you can get the cover off without it ruining the ribbon, that is. It's not having it, is it? No, plan B, that did not work. So I'm just going to put that there because I might need it again in a minute. So I need to order glue dots. I forgot again on my last order. I should write a note to myself, because these glue dots are, to be fair, pretty huge. So I let them fold up on themselves when I pick them up, so that I can still fit my bow on. There we go. See, this one tail, it's having a bit of a wibbly wobbly moment, so I'm going to use a tiny piece of tear and tape, and I'm going to place it on the card, take the cover off, and then I'm going to just stick the bow to it. And you can do the same on both sides. If your tails are not doing what you want them to, make them do what you want them to. It's just not having it, is it? There we go. Anyway, the side that was bothering me has now been tamed. So I'm just going to trim that a little bit more, and then this one is a little bit too long as well. So I only wanted a little bow, just a little bow. Okay, so on this one, I'm thinking just a simple wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. And I am going to use some dimensionalies, but my box is so huge it's in my way. Although they're still not there. Where are they? Oh, on the other side. So a couple of dimensionals on here. Rubbish to the side to be scraped in the bin later. There we go. Wishing you a year of magical moments and wonderful memories. So that's card number 4. 2 more to go, guys. 2 more to go. Okay. So the next one, and these ones are on the soft succulent cardstock, which is actually one of my favourites. Evening Evergreen is fast becoming my all-time, well, not all-time favourite, but my favourite of the new in colours. I have used all of my cardstock that I had for that one. Right, so this one is going to be opening this way. So that is going to go on there. And the thing is, the card, you don't want to cover too much of the picture because you've spent so long creating it. So I think I might want to put that one that way. So this time I'm going to stamp straight onto here, and I'm going to stamp from Free as a Bird. Oh, we're a bit of a mess in there, aren't we? The thank you, because it's small, but it's got a beautiful font. So I'm going to stamp it in Blackberry Bliss because that would, I like to colour coordinate my writing. I don't want to just do it in black. So I am just going to stamp a thank you up there, and you can see it because it stands out, and it's a pretty simple way to use up your card. So there's no cutting, gluing and things like that for that one. So you could just put some bling on it and be done. So we're going to glue this one down. Okay, so we'll glue it down. Up the right way would help. Okay, there we go. So it's glued. So now we just need some bling. So I'm going to do that one and that one here. And then I'm going to put one here and one here, either side of the thank you. And that's my, they're all gone. So there we go. That's a really nice, plain and simple thank you card. And if you've got to make a lot, that, you know, you can make 6 out of one sheet. And there's been space on each one to fit a little thank you on. So this is the last card now. Let me just do this. I'm going to glue this one down because I'm not going to put ribbon on it. There we go. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. Now this one has got pretty much print all over it. So we could have a nice sort of generous size sentiment through the middle. So let's have a look. So that would look quite nice, I think. So what shall we say on it? So let's have a look and see what we've got that would look nice on here. Okay, I want quite... So I love these because they are light-hearted. Obviously, because it says light-hearted lines. But it's quite funny because you put them on what looks like a very sort of sophisticated, nice card, and you put a funny saying on, and I just think it makes it funny. So, oh, that's upside, no, that's too big. So what about this one? So this one says, thanks for lending an ear and keeping a straight face. So this time I'm going to use Evening Evergreen. And I think this will show up very nicely on here. I'm just going to move it off that. So I've got a nice flat surface. And then I'm just going to do that. See, now that didn't come out very dark, but I think you can still read it. I could have done it with the Stamparatus, or my version of a Stamparatus for now. So I still think it's slightly boring. So I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to put the lid back on my glue for a minute though. And then I'm going to grab a blending brush and the soft succulent ink pad. I'm going to ink that up, and then I'm just going to go around the edge like so, and just colour in the edges of this. And oh, nearly done. I thought I'd finished then. It's like, no, Wendy, you've only gone halfway. So there we go. And I just think it makes it sort of frames it a little bit. And you can put that onto there. Then, because, you know, because why not? We could add, let's have a look. Now, this isn't Stampin' Up, but there is one coming. Ooh, that will be very similar to this one. Will that look? Let's have a look. What about... Do you know what? I don't think it's working. Nope, that doesn't work. That does not work. So, I do think though that that does look pretty cool. What about... Because if you haven't got ribbon the right colour, a strip of scrap paper would work just as well. No, I don't have... I'm just going to move those out of the way because I don't need that out now. And it was pretty huge. So this is soft succulent as well. And then let me just put this back onto here. And I'm going to grab and see what this would look like with that. Oh, I like it a lot. So, because I am putting this on top, I don't think it matters that I haven't. So what I'm going to do is I am going to place this across the middle, like so. Then we're going to grab this off. We do not need the scrap paper anymore, because I think it just makes the desk look untidy. Right, so then we're going to get our, whoops, sticking it to our fingers. We're going to grab the Evening Evergreen, and then we're going to snip it off. I'm then going to do the same again. So then I put a piece of tear and tape all the way across the Evening Evergreen ribbon, and then hopefully we can get this one to do, yeah. So, oh no, hang on, I did have it, but it stuck itself back down again. Okay. There we go. Piece of sticky came off, so I'm just going to put that back on. Then I'm going to line this up very carefully with the Evening Evergreen, so that you can see the Evening Evergreen either side, and then I'm going to snip it off like so, and then that will go on the top with dimensionals that I've lost again. No, I haven't really. Are you joking? Here they are. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be plenty. That'll do, pig, that'll do. If you haven't seen Babe, you won't get it. It's quite an old film now. Okay, so when we're trying to get things straight, they never normally go straight. So we're just gonna you know, just go for it. Okay, so I do wonder if it needs a little bit of bling, but I'm not sure what bling I've got left. So we're gonna have a look, see what we have. Oh, I still haven't used them yet. I quite like the like, what would you call it? It's like a very pale sort of grey bit of bling. Bit of bling, bit of bling. Oh dear, that wasn't funny and I laughed. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to put a few of these on. Now I have to say these are not my favourite gems. I can't even tell you why. It might be something to do with the sizes of them, because they are pretty humongous, if you ask me. And you might not be asking me, so you know. Anyway, so there we go. Bit of bling on that one as well. So we have made 6 cards from one sheet of 12 by 12 stamped one sheet wonder. I'm just going to try and make some room now. So we have card, that's not number 1. Where's number 1? 1's at the bottom, isn't it? So, oh my goodness, my desk is just suddenly not big enough. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Maybe I can get 3 in a row, maybe, on my screen. Oh yes, I can get 3, I think, just about. Maybe with a bit of a push. A bit of jiggling, you know, as you do. And then number 4. Number 5. And number 6. So I wonder, which one's your favourite? Comment below which one is your favourite card. For the insides of these, I will probably leave them blank, because A lot of people like to write their own notes in them, so generally I leave them blank unless somebody requests something written on the inside. It also depends on what you want it for. Like a thank you card could be for anything. Be an amazing friend, thank you for the gift, thank you for being there when I needed you, just all sorts. So there we go. So keep your eyes peeled for not new catalogue items, because we can't get them yet. But maybe a sneaky peeky. So we as demos will be able to do a pre-order on the 1st of July. So you will start to see new products as of the 1st. Well, I say as of the 1st. For us, we can order on the 1st, but it takes about a week to come. So, you know, maybe the 7th or 8th of July, we might get to see some goodies. So excited. Can you tell? So, yeah. So, look me up on Facebook if you have Facebook. I am Woo's Creations. You'll know me when you find me. I've also got a Woo's Creators Corner on Facebook as well for the community, but it's not very busy at the minute, so I need to G it up a little bit. I also obviously have the YouTube channel. Please click the bell and subscribe. And if you click the bell, you can click all and it will tell you of all my videos. And there is a few videos there now. I'm starting to get quite a library. So, yeah. And if there's anything you'd like me to see, do a technique, just ask. I'm willing to try anything. I like to have a bit of a giggle as well. So sometimes things don't quite go according to plan, but I don't cut them out. I usually let you see me warts and all. So there we go. Right, so if you do order, I've got a link to my shop below, and I will be starting to use a host code at the beginning of July. So I will be putting that up on my Facebook, and I will link it in my videos for the certain dates. Or I'll put a link to where you can find my host code, which will be on my shop page. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. Goodbye.